I only caught the end, but from what I was able to capture is you made him feel comfortable. He seemed more at ease, letting him know your intentions to help in such a difficult situation. Yeah, absolutely. And that's always the goal, man. I want to make sure that they, I made a reels today, right? The art of active listening has been lost today, especially with these like raw, very hype sales trainers. Like, get out of here, man. Like, and there's no better way to piss a seller off than wanting to get your point across because you want the end result, right? Instead of meeting them where they're at, listening to their situation, creating a solution that solves their problem, and then ultimately leading the conversation into a contract, right?
This is Don.
Hello, Don. This is Max. I'm calling you because you had spoken to one of my team members about selling your property over at Cedar Creek.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. I got the information. I just want to follow through and ask you a few questions to see if I can qualify the property for an offer. Is that fair?
Yeah.
Could you verify like the type, the type of property, bedrooms and bathrooms for me? Because it's not really showing.
Three bed, 2.5 bath.
And then do you know like ballpark range of the square footage?
I want to say it's 20, 28, 50.
One of the things I like to ask before, continue the call, when you decide to sell this, not necessarily to us, but someone you trust, is there anyone else that's kind of an input in helping you make the decision to sell?
My wife.
Your wife. Okay. Got it. And then just out of curiosity, ballpark, how long have you owned the property?
I want to say 12 years.
Okay. About 12 years.
Maybe 13.
Well, I mean, you owned it for quite a while. What's changed recently that's got you thinking about selling it now?
Kids are gone.
Kids are gone. How long ago did that happen?
It's been a few years now.
Okay. And have you been thinking about selling for a few years, or this was recently?
No, we've been looking. We're trying to find something smaller.
Okay. What are you guys looking for as far as square footage?
I would say somewhere in the 2,000 range, maybe 1,800.
Mm-hmm.
It
would
just depend.
Yeah. So are you trying to downsize like the square footage on the house, or because I know this has like a little over almost close to 6 acres, correct? The Cedar property?
Yeah, it's just under 6.
All right. And then, what have you tried recently to, get this property sold?
We haven't.
Was this something that just started to come up now, or how long have you, thinking about selling?
Probably, I would say 12 months.
12 months and haven't made any, you haven't initiated any action in regards to getting it sold?
No,
huh?
I haven't. We've been looking for a property, but we haven't found anything.
Oh, I see what you're saying. So now I understand. Is that something that needs to happen? Like you're going to have to identify, where as far as your next steps before you are able to get this one sold?
I think it would just speed up the process.
Yeah, of course. I mean, you got to have some type of, security, right? Because if you sell this, then you might have to rent. Are you opposed to that at all?
Yeah, I don't know. Dude, I'm up on a meeting.
You're what? I'm sorry.
I'm running up on a meeting.
You're running up. Oh,
you better go quick.
Well, I mean, I don't like to rush these calls because
6, 9, 12. There's 13 people looking at me.
Yeah, well, I don't like to rush these calls. So if you were me calling you back, when would you do that?
Probably tomorrow afternoon.
Okay. So I'll put on my calendar to give you a call tomorrow around the same time, and then we can discuss an offer for the property. Okay. Hello, John. It's Max. How are you?
Yeah, very good. Thank you.
I wanted to call you back just to give you an update, on, obviously we did our due diligence, looked at the area and stuff. So unfortunately, we're probably not going to be the buyer for the property at this point.
Okay.
For us, we would have to. Yeah. I do have one question for you, John. So even though we're not going to be the buyer for it, we do have a large investment network. I think we have over 1 million contacts in our database. And one of the things I wanted to, obviously talk to you about is that I would love to present the property to our database. This is not a listing or going on the MLS or anything like that. It's just these are individuals that would actually pay a lot more than what we would. And so one of the things I would like to do is see if I could present it to them. And it's a large database where they would be able to close as fast as we would and the same convenience and everything. Now, the only only
blowing my phone. I don't want them blowing my phone up.
No. They're not going to be calling you. They're actually going to be calling me. Yeah, they're going to be calling me. So your number's not going to be anywhere except for my phone. And then basically we would get a respond like right away, just because they know who we are. They're our contacts. And then I come back to you and I get and obviously the goal would be to get you exactly what you wanted, right?
So whatever it can get is what I can get. And obviously, I don't really. If you find a buyer, that's your thing, and I realize that's a business in itself. So
yeah, of course. And I didn't want to waste your time, right? This is why I wanted to present this to you. Now, one of the things, one of the ways this works is that in order for me to be able to do that, I would definitely have to have a like a 1-page permission slip. It's non-exclusive. It's not like you're signing a contract with me. All it says is that, hey, John is giving Max permission to present this property to his investor network.
I'll take a look at it.
Okay. Give me 1 second here. Let me read back the email. Make sure I have the right email on file. Hold on. Okay, I'll write it up and I'll send it over to you. It's 1 page, very simple document. It doesn't lock you in or anything. This just says John is giving Max permission to present the property. And then as soon as we get that back, I can put it out there and all the calls are going to come to me. And then I'll let you know what offers are coming in and you can decide. It's up to you which way you want to go with it. Okay.
All right. Thank you.
I'll send it over to you. Thanks, John. Boom, baby. Let's go. All right. That's the first part. So now we got to send them the document right now. What kind of agreement is that? Okay. I don't know if you were on while explaining that. So this is an option agreement to purchase real property. It's a 1-page document. This is what's going to help you guys. For those of you that are out there, hopefully none of you guys are doing this. Stop marketing properties that you have no paperwork, right? That gives you the ability to do so, because you can get in trouble. So this 1-page document that I present as a permission slip, not as an option agreement, because most sellers don't know what that is, gives me the ability to do that, right? I can even blast it on Investor Lift. I can blast it on, to a few buyers. So, at the end of the day, this is like this will give me the permission to do that, right? Without, if anything ever happens, I have this document that John, the owner, right, of the property, gave me the permission to market the property. And he knows I'm not a real estate agent, because some of the provision states that I'm not a real estate agent. I'm making no representation. I'm an independent investor, right? Hey, I just talked to John, the seller with the property out in Naples. I got him to agree to sign on an option agreement. So I'm gonna lock him in first, and then once he signs that option agreement, we'll get the buyer to go out there. So that gives us a little bit of safety, knowing that we have something signed with the seller. And so once you do that, I'll let you know. Okay. I like that you made him feel comfortable by understanding and acknowledging his age, and that the decision he's about to make is a big one. Yeah, a lot of people don't do that. If you ever noticed that, right? An average salesperson, average acquisition is just going to drive, right? Look for that low hanging fruit, that seller that's desperate. I'm looking to have high level conversations, right? Within the high level conversations and in the framework, then I'm going to get that contract, because I understand the situation. I'm creating a solution based on their needs and wants, right? And then they close themselves. Really, that's all it is. I'm orchestrating the conversation. Remember when we first started the call? We're orchestrating the conversation. All right. So John just got back to me. He said a non-exclusive option through next Friday per teen sounds reasonable, as long as I'm not able to check back with you before, so I'm be comfortable moving forward. Okay, perfect. So I'm going to rewrite it, and he's going to sign it. Okay.